What's up, guys? Figured I'd do an update real quick. I have been thinking back and forth about, well, not too much, but just more like examining or observing my lifestyle and if this is going to be a long-term thing for me. And I'm actually not sure. Now, I feel like regardless, I learned a few things about not only food that I'm actually fascinated with, all the different options that I wasn't looking at before, also how to eat more leaning towards plant-based and not so much on the animal side. And also I really got to say I commend myself on seeing how disciplined I can be with food if I really wanted to. So that's a good thing. Now the cons are, of course, I love being with my family. I love being out with them, and that's not something that would be realistic sometimes to be 100% thoroughbred vegan. Because as I've experienced, they like going to places that don't really have those options. And so I don't know about, carrying the label vegan. Now, with that being said, really quick on labeling how I eat and stuff like that. I don't think, well, I'm not seeing that this is something 100% good for my mental health. Personally, this is just me. This is not something I'm telling other people to do. This is just me. But I have a history of OCD. And so it's kind of playing in on that. I started noticing my anxiety go up. And I'm not really a big fan of that. I worked really hard to even get where I'm at now. Right now is not even perfect, but it's pretty far from where it was at before. And so I just really don't want to backtrack in any kind of way. And I feel like by labeling it and certain words I'm saying that are pretty restrictive is not, I'm not feeling positive about it. And the way that I'm being is obsessive over it. And so I need to back away from it a bit and regroup. Now, I do still agree and want to move forward with eating predominantly plant-based. I really like the direction that my health is going. I like how I feel. I like that I don't have much of digestive issues at all. And it just goes, I also ended up proving to myself that I really do have a dairy sensitivity. So dairy, no matter what, to me, tends to be out of the question. I don't like how I feel after I'm eating it. And at this point, even while I'm eating it, I don't know if it's because I haven't ate it in a while. And then I tried it once and it really messed me up right away. So dairy's out of the question. Clearly there's not a synchronicity there with dairy and me. We're not getting along very well, which I totally understand. Most people are dairy sensitive anyways. Lactose intolerance, the correct word. I don't really have a taste for meat anymore. It's not like I'm hurting without it, but if I need to, like if I'm in a social setting and there really are no meatless options, I'm not gonna, sit there and restrict myself. Again, I'm seeing the effects of that. That's not good for my mental health. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna go ahead and eat what's there. But as far as eating animal meat, animal protein, I'm not going to say I'm going to restrict it all the way. But I don't really want to have it anywhere near as much as I used to. I really don't. I don't know what it is, but like I just don't have a craving or desire or whatever that word is. Like to say, oh, I want this. I don't have that anymore. So I won't be eating that as much, nowhere near. If it's there and there's no other options, sure. I'm not going to sit there and be like, absolutely not. But yeah, these are changes that I'm making because, once again, you guys, I fought really hard. I fought really hard to get to this mental space that I'm in and this peace, you know, that I have. And I work really hard to maintain it. And so I'm very picky about it. And it doesn't matter what I try or experiment or experience, I will observe it to see if it's sacrificing that. Because once it starts to sacrifice that for me, I'm pretty much done. I need to step back and reassess. I also saw a little bit of orthorexia happening, and I don't want to go down that route. For those of you who don't know who orthorexia is, it's an eating disorder, and I wasn't fully doing it, but I saw a little bit of signs, and I'm like, that's enough for me. Nope, I need to sit back and reassess. Orthorexia is an eating disorder, but not to starve yourself or to overindulge. It's not about quantity. It's an obsession of quality of what you're eating. So like an obsession on like trying to avoid as much as possible, like pesticides and, you know, animal products and a whole list of things, you know, genetically modified, but in an obsessive manner. Not just a normal conscientious manner, just like a little bit, I was starting to get a little bit obsessive. And I don't want to do that. I'm going to catch myself now while it's only a little bit, and not catch myself later on where I'm having multiple panic attacks over an ingredient label. I'm not doing that. I'm not going down that route. Like I said, I've worked really hard to get to where I'm at. And so, and even where I'm at is not perfect. I have a few panic attacks a year, but that is a huge improvement over where it was at before. So, yes, I suffer anxiety disorder. So I'm really conscious about and very observant over the experiences I'm having and how it's affecting my mental health. Because if it's not causing anything positive, I need to step back and reassess. So, for those of you who are thinking still of going vegan, good for you. I definitely would say try it out. If you can consult your local healthcare professional to see if it's the right move for you. I understand that ethically it's great, but health-wise, it's not for everyone. And so I did give it my all. I gave it my shot. I would say for the vast majority, it worked out for me. It's just the mental part and the obsessive. So I don't want to have any restrictions on what I eat solely because of my mental health. Because once I start restricting, I start obsessing, and I can't do that. It starts playing into my anxiety, my heartbeat. I can't do that. Not good. So for me personally, this is what I'm doing, but I'm not in any way saying that this is what you should do. You know, go down your own journey, have a healthcare professional by your side so that they could tell you if this is the right move for you or not, personally to your own body. There's other ways of contributing ethically to, you know, to this cause of not just a cause, but the reality of climate change and animal torture and things like that, animal agriculture. So there's other ways you could do it, through fashion, through the way you live, through choosing to not support zoos and things like that torture animals, circuses. There's other ways of doing it that doesn't have to solely primarily depend on your health or the sacrifice thereof. Your health comes first, you know, because without you can't create no kind of change or live your life. So you are first. Same thing I would say for me. I am first for me, and I have to do what's best for me. I will be doing it in other ways. I have no problem not going to zoos and circuses and shit like that. I don't really seek to support animal agriculture ethically. I'm actually against it. I don't like it. I really don't. It's almost like pains my heart that people are doing this. But as for the way I eat, I will not be restricting. I'll just remaining conscientious. That's what's worked so far. And so I'm going to keep going down that path. But I just off of pure desire or lack thereof, I wouldn't be really eating that much meat anyways, because I pretty much killed the desire. Like, I don't know. I just don't feel anything towards it. If I eat it, I eat it. If I don't, I don't. That's just how I feel. But yeah, you guys, whatever journey you're on, keep going if you feel good and if it's good for you. If not, it's okay to take a step back. It's totally okay. Don't let the internet trolls make you feel like, oh, you ain't shit. No. It's totally okay. Fuck everyone else. You got to do what's best for you. And the only other person that you should 100% be taking their advice is your healthcare professional, because they know what's going on with you. So, and just like you know what's going on with you. And so listen to your body. You've been in it your entire life. Listen to it and you'll know what's the right path for you. All right, you guys, I just want to give you guys an update. I'm going to go shower. I was really sweaty just a few minutes ago. So I need to shower and start my day. And I hope you guys have a great weekend.